Good afternoon, everybody. It's Matt, aka the Lumberjack Landlord, here with Mike Zuber for our final and what I expect to be the most fun segment that we have today. Even though one was a lot of fun with the data, two was pretty good, giving tenants some tips on how to make sure to get a rental. But I mean, so we got we got a long way to go in this segment just to make sure that it's actually really awesome, like we always do. But that being said, what I wanted to talk about in this particular one was corporate landlord versus mom and pop. And I think honestly that a lot of people's impressions of landlords comes from corporate landlords, not from mom and pops. Because my experience and when I was a renter was that mom and pops were gracious. They would understand when you had a little bit of an issue. They would work on things. They would take care of things. They didn't make a bunch of excuses. Obviously, that varies landlord to landlord. But I wanted to get your opinion on corporate landlord and kind of how you see it, and even guys like us, because I still consider us mom and pop.
Oh, absolutely, no question.
We're mom and pop. We're not,
we're in one location. Yeah,
exactly.
we're in one location. We're not. It's just.
Yeah.
I think I said it in video number 1 or 2. I would never rent from a corporate landlord.
Yeah.
I think corporate landlords are faceless, soulless, money chugging machines. And I don't want any part of that. I think corporate landlords kind of win in the short term because of scarce resources.
Yes.
But as the stagflation and or recession or 5 years of no appreciation takes over, I believe corporate landlords will suffer.
Yeah.
Because again, people talk. And as you and I both know, a negative reference goes a lot farther than a positive reference.
Sure.
And I believe the corporate landlords will be a train wreck of epic proportions. And I quite frankly look forward to it. I don't like how corporate landlords act. I hear from tenants who have unfortunately had to go the corporate route because of inventory.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm all for mom and pop landlords. I believe mom and pop landlords provide a service. Not everybody can afford a home. Not everybody is at the time of life where buying a home is the right idea at the right time.
Sure.
But you want to live in a home. I think living in a home, if you have that option, is better than an apartment, right? More space, you got backyard, stuff for your stuff. It's a goal for lots of people to get to a house. And I think mom and pop landlords provide that. And I know thousands of mom and pop landlords in somewhere in the high 90s are awesome people. Yeah. I know some slumlords.
Sure.
Again, negativity spreads, so you hear those stories. But I don't know, 98.5% of mom and pop landlords are great, where maybe 10% of corporate landlords are great. I don't know, something like that.
I agree. I think the other thing too is that with a lot of the mom and pops and even the guys that are slumlords, they actually still provide a service, which is usually when they're slumlords, usually the place is dumpy. Usually it doesn't get fixed, but usually the rents are.
Oh, there's an exchange. Yeah.
Yeah.
there's a low. Yeah. Yeah.
And with corporate, it is, I don't think they understand the definition of wear and tear.
Yeah, corporate landlords are they're gonna nickel and dime you. They're gonna eat your deposit. They're gonna raise your rents all the time. They have these ungodly service fees. Oh no, that's not a late fee. That's a transaction fee, and that's not a this fee. And oh, by the way, you want to charge this? Oh, that's a $5 fee, and then you got to pay $15 for this. And again, that works when there's no supply. Hopefully, in 2 or 3 years, that doesn't work as well.
Yeah. So for those of you who haven't rented from a corporate landlord before, it is a completely different ball game. You are going to be moving into a basically new unit, and anything that's not basically new when you leave, you are going to pay for. And the pricing is outrageous. I don't know about you, Mike, but for us, we actually don't make any money when somebody moves out, and when we have the cleaning crew, when we have someone go fix something. There's no profit margin in that whatsoever. We're just providing the service. You left us with this problem to take care of. We fixed that problem. We do it at cost, my loss of time, but we do it at cost and then just send you the bill. There's no margin in there that we're creating and saying, well, that technician is $89 an hour, even though we're only paying them $30 an hour.
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah. I think that that's a big difference that a lot of people miss. Or like a wood floor company, they're not going to hire the best wood floor company. They're going to hire the ones that come up in suits, that come up with branded everything.
Mhm.
And let's face it, those are none of the people that I hire to do my work, because I don't want to pay for the lettered truck. I don't want to pay for the lettered devices. I don't want to pay for the uniform. I don't want them to pay to wear booties in my property. I don't want that. I don't want to pay $90 an hour for a service that's worth 35, when quite frankly, the guy that I pay 35, he does a great job at what he does.
Mhm.
I want the great job, not all the pomp and circumstance. And so that's something that a lot of people need to watch out for. Being a landlord, make sure that you're in a defensible position. We undercharge much more than we overcharge.
Oh, for sure.
We don't overcharge. We charge exactly what it cost us. There's no margin in that. I'm not even taking time out saying it took me 2 or 3 hours worth of phone calls and follow-ups and pick up this and drop off that. I charge for none of that. The
Mhm.
only thing we charge for is the actual work, and there's no markup there. I mean, you came from corporate, so it's not as bad as the government where toilet seats cost $10,000,
Mhm.
but it's kind of that. It's kind
Well,
of that.
you got to remember that the reason I say corporate landlords suck and they're money hungry is they have machines they have to feed,
Yeah.
right? The
True.
people that you deal with are first line,
Yes.
front line, whatever you want to call
Yep.
it. Those people report to a manager somewhere between 7 and 15 to 1. Then
Yes.
those people have districts, and then those districts have regions, and those regions have VPs, and those VPs have that shit ain't free.
No, nope. That's exactly. So Mike just laid out for you exactly why on the corporate side, it's because they have to have the $5 in there for the front line, the $10 in there for the regional, the $15 in there for the VP. And then you still have to show profits to the shareholders. So this is why on the corporate side, anything is going to cost significantly more. Yes, they understand the part of the market that they fill, but please, if you're considering a mom and pop landlord versus a corporate landlord, please know these things. This is
Yeah.
going to be a big differentiator for you as a tenant. And if you are a mom and pop landlord, make sure that you're doing the right thing by your tenants,
Yeah.
and ensuring that you're not going for pomp and circumstance, that you're going for functionally getting the job done and efficiently and at a better price.
Yeah, don't be a mom and pop in the 1.5%. Be a mom
Yeah.
and pop in the 98.5%, please.
Agreed. And like I said, I think really the bad reputation a lot of landlords get, I think it's a lot of the corporate landlords, because
Yeah.
I see some of the bills that these tenants get, and I was like, "What was your rent?" They're like, "Oh, it was 1,700." I was like, "How did you get a $3,000 bill?"
Yes.
I was like, "Did you not pay last
Did
month's
you
rent?"
burn the
Like,
house down? What'd you
yeah,
do?
yeah. And it's like, "Oh no, it was this, that, and the other." And I was like, "Wow." I was like, "Just so you know, we just don't do that." So when we know where they came from, and there's one really big corporate landlord here, we know when they came from there, they're gonna love the experience they have with us.
Yeah.
So make
Be
sure
good,
that
be good people.
yeah, exactly. Be good. Tenants are people. Everybody. I don't know why I have to say that so often. They're people. They just want a nice home.
Yeah, they're not ATM machines. Treat them right.
Exactly. Exactly. Treat people right, and I think you'll be a great landlord. Mike, tell everybody where they can find you, my friend.
One rental at a time. Website, Facebook, Instagram. I go live 8 a.m. Saturday morning. So go for 60 minutes. We're getting a couple hundred people a day. So if you want your question answered, I suggest joining early.
Yeah, join early. Get that question asked for sure if you want it answered. As I always say, we create great content for you. Hit that like button, hit the subscribe button. We'd love to see you on Sunday's live stream. I'll be hanging out in Mike's live stream on Saturday like I always do, just in case somebody talks about hammers and nails. And
I don't do that.
yeah, that's all right. I do. It's kind of perfect. Yeah, economy, him. Hammer and nail, me. So anyway, guys, thanks so much. Appreciate the time. Mike, have an awesome holiday weekend. I'll see you in your live stream tomorrow. And guys, hit that like, hit that subscribe, and check out the awesome new series on tool reviews and tech reviews. I think you guys will be impressed with how we can help you out. Thanks so much. Have a great holiday weekend, everybody.